Welcome back. I want to talk just a little bit further about stress hormones. They're actually chemical hormones. Yes, they're produced by the body and they are damaging chemicals. You know, I often say in my lectures that the person who learns to manage the stress and chemical hormones in their body wins the game of life. But most importantly, the hormone I want to talk to you about today is oxytocin. They call that the happy hormone. There's actually a hormone, think about that has actually been shown to help you live longer. I said it earlier, I believe one of the reasons why my wife lived 10, 15, maybe 20 years longer than experts believed is because she was always happy. We now know that oxytocin, the happy hormone, can not only help recover a cell, it can actually help that cell heal itself and live longer. Well, here's the great part. All you have to do is hug someone. They call it the hugging hormone. When you do a kind gesture, you do something kind for someone, you touch, human contact produces it. When you're happy and you smile, or when you just congratulate somebody, or you're just happy all the time, guess what? Your body's producing oxytocin, the happy hormone. So today, you'll hear me say videos all the time. Reach out and just hug someone. Be kind to someone. Doesn't take any effort hardly. It's going to make them feel better and it's going to make you feel better. And guess what? It might actually make you live a little bit longer. So produce more oxytocin today, the happy hormone. What I found is now we're going to start getting into some nutrition. You know, and at the early onset, I said, follow those that seek truth, question those that find them. What's interesting is what I was taught in college some 20 or 30 years ago, we now know how wrong we were. I want you to think about something. Americans have been following a high carbohydrate, low protein, virtual no fat diet now for decades. And where has it gotten us? We have more obesity, we have more chronic illness, including diabetes and heart disease, than virtually any other country. But yet, countries like Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, some of these other countries, not only are they outliving us, they have virtually no chronic illness, but watch this very carefully. They eat more plant life than we do, but they've also learned to manage insulin and the other hormones that affect blood sugar. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. On my Jim Schreiner website, you're going to see the diet plan that I actually follow. It's a ketogenic type diet, but guess what? I've learned how to get the body into ketosis by using plants instead of animals. One of the problems that I've had for years about people that have followed the ketogenic diet, the ketosis diet, all the way back to Dr. Atkins, is yes, it worked and it helped the body burn fat and it helped the body reduce weight, but we're going at it all wrong. We were using animals to get there. Well, we weren't reducing chronic illness and we weren't reducing chronic inflammation. My diet plan does. If you go to jimschreiner.com, you're going to see the exact diet that I followed, that I still follow. And at 57 years old, I have virtually no body fat. I'm going to show you some pictures on there. At 57, I'm practically ripped. I have more energy than kids half my age, and I have no chronic illness. Even with a poor genetic code, I have no chronic illness. I figured out how to use plants to get the body into ketosis. And I eat a lot of high fats, but I eat avocados and coconuts and olives, plant fats. What's interesting is we Americans have been on a no fat diet because we were lied to by experts and we were led to believe that fat, if you consumed fat, caused you to be fat. It's actually quite the opposite. Our bodies are designed to burn fat. Think about it. Fat is 9 calories per gram, where carbohydrates and protein are only 4 or 5. So it's actually burns at a higher caloric ratio. It burns hotter. What if, I want you to think about this, what if our bodies were designed to burn fat and not carbohydrates and protein? I figured it out. I figured out how to use plants to get the body to burn fat at an accelerated rate. And that's what I'm teaching you, and that's what you'll find. My diet plan is absolutely free. Go to jimschreiner.com. You can download the PDF and you can follow that exact diet plan that's helped me stay healthy and fat-free my entire life. Because what I learned is your body needs healthy fat in order to burn fat. It's that simple. You need fat to burn fat. I know it sounds like an oxymoron. It sounds counterintuitive, but guess what? It works. I believe that experts were wrong, that we don't need high amounts of carbohydrates. We don't need high amounts of protein. We need high amounts of good fats. And that's what I talk about throughout my programs. We got to train your body, starting with your mind. We've got to train your body to start burning fat as a fuel source instead of burning sugar. See, when you consume carbohydrates, whether it's a banana or an apple or a piece of pasta or bread, it doesn't matter. Your body converts it to a simple sugar or glucose. Now it becomes fuel. But the problem is it's a short-lived fuel and it burns very hot. It's like the kindling that you would use to start the fire. It burns very fast, but it has to be replenished often. Well, guess what? If you eat healthy fats, the healthy fats are like that big log that you lay on the fire after you get it going, that burn and smolder for a long period of time, giving sustained heat and sustained energy. So what we've got to do is we got to flip that switch in your mind, then flip the switch in your body so that your body can start burning fat as its primary fuel source instead of sugar. That's where we dance in and out of the ketosis, in and out of the ketonic state. And that's what my diet plan does. It's going to teach you how to flip that switch in the mind and the body so the body burns fat as a primary fuel source. It's like turning your body into a hybrid car. Yeah, maybe it burns gas or diesel a little bit, but we're going to switch it over to electric because it's more efficient. Fat's a more efficient fuel. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do, is we're going to get you off that sugar roller coaster and we're going to teach you how to burn fat more efficiently. Because once your body burns and consumes the right amounts of fats, guess what? It has no choice but to burn body fat as its primary fuel source. You'll lose weight like that. But guess what? By following this ketosis plant-based diet, not only will you burn fat at an accelerated rate, but you've reduced inflammation in the body. So now you've eliminated chronic illness. That's my main focus. Let's get you healthy and burn fat at the same time. Make good fats your friends. I eat avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, virtually every day. Matter of fact, I eat at least one avocado every day, sometimes two. And every time people say, well, I thought they're loaded with fat. They are loaded with fat. They're loaded with healthy fats. And that's what I've got to teach you how to do. We've got to start bringing in these healthy fats. I coined a term several years ago, jokingly, called fishitarianism. Matter of fact, if you go to fishitarianism, you'll actually go to my website where it talks about this diet. I don't eat any animal. They jokingly say anything that had a face. I don't eat goats or pork or beef. I don't eat any animal except fish. And we're going to get to that detail in a minute. So I live on a plant-based diet and I eat fish from the ocean. So when we come back, I'm going to dive into eating fish as a way to get you into ketosis and also eliminate chronic illness. So don't go away. I'll be right back.